Gen Z podcast.
Welcome to Jenk Podcast. I'm Simmi Areff. This is Rishka Barnes.
No ways.
Yes.
Not like this.
Yes.
Not like this.
And JP Duminy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Ironically, JP Duminy's favorite place to eat is Golden Death.
Golden Woo?
Golden Death.
Oh,
He said it on an episode of Supersport years ago. It's the first time I was introduced to him. Not personally, but I was watching Extra Cover. Do you know what
My
Extra Cover
goodness.
is? Rishka?
extra cover.
It's like the boots and all of cricket.
Yeah, the boots and all of cricket. Yeah. Extra
Yeah.
Cover.
No, but first of all, what is boots and all? I'm so sorry. What's going on?
Okay, Boots
So
and All
do
is
you
a
watch
popular
TV?
rugby show on Supersport. They used to have various hosts. The
Yes.
one host they did have was a guy called Just Plain Darren.
Is
Darren
boots
Scott.
and all the top billing of rugby?
Yes.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
Yes.
100%.
Okay,
That's
okay.
exactly.
It's also, it wasn't on that show where Ashwin Willemse saw his flames.
No, that's
It
the
was a-
show where he showed everybody else how racy they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was like, "I'm done here."
Yeah.
That was the show.
Ooh.
That was the show.
I do
think.
remember the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
America.
No, known for it. But anyway,
Yeah.
as we were saying, that's when I met JP Duminy
Yes.
from that show. I wasn't on the show. I was just as a young child.
Okay.
And
A
he
young
said,
child.
and they took him, they said, young cricketer all the way from Cape Town, South Africa. Where's your favorite place to eat? And out of all the places in Cape Town, he was on location. I told my father for years, you got to take me there. You got to take me there. You got to take me to Golden Death. And he's like, it's pronounced dish. And I was like, nope, it is not. It is pronounced death. And I went to Golden Death.
Yeah.
JP, do you want to...
But also, welcome to you. Welcome.
No. I'm not finishing with my opening monologue. Horrible food. I do not care for Golden Dish. Man.
It's not
On
even
the
in the
podcast
intro.
from someone not
And we
from the
are-
Western Cape. He's not from here.
He's not from
In
here.
fact,
Not
there's not
from here.
much junk food in Cape Town that is decent. In fact, the way you guys fight over Gatsby's, are you guys in that group? Are you guys in that group? The
The
Gatsby
Gatsby group.
Society group. I've never seen so many fights. That's not a Gatsby, that's an AK. What the You guys are food connoisseurs with bread and chips? Go get They say there's that one uncle, the first place that ever made a Gatsby wasn't fishery, something fishery.
Fisher Ways.
No, not Fisher Ways.
I don't know.
Fisher Ways, the thing next to Debonair's. No, there's the first place that
Fisherman's
made-
Lane?
No, something fishery, super fisheries. Is that a thing?
We're now just calling it super fisheries because it's.
I don't know what it is, but apparently
Like
there's
changing a time.
no. There's an uncle over there. He developed
The guy.
the Gatsby,
Okay.
which is impossible.
Yeah, 'cause he's
Do you
alive,
understand?
yeah.
No, but firstly, but secondly, no one. How did you invent putting chips, sauce, and bread together? That's not a thing. And then, man, but that group is funny. Anyway, I've digested. Welcome to Jenk Podcast. Thank you.
Oh, you don't know. Okay, cool. Welcome, guys. JP Jackson here. Rizaan Rose on my right.
Rizaan
And
Rose.
in the middle today, we have someone that's clearly in a very bad mood.
I'm not in a bad mood.
It's Venom. No, it's Venom's
It's
in a bad mood.
Venom's in a bad mood, not
Venom's in
you.
a bad... Not you. Not
And it is the person that, you actually showed how much you love cricket. But
I love
it
cricket.
is Simmi Areff. in
Yes.
the today.
Yes.
No.
No claps, no happiness.
No.
Feeling is mutual.
Rishka Bond, do you want to just take us to...
Okay, listen to the actual Rishka. If you are watching this,
I'll send it to her. No, Rishka, I do not apologize. This guy said his name. This guy said his name to me. He said it too quickly. He mumbled it. He went through it. And so I heard what I heard. And then they said I must do the intro.
Yes.
So I did the
Yes.
intro.
Okay.
And then I repeated what I heard.
Yeah.
And I
makes
said
sense.
Rishka Barnes because I knew there was a R sound there and I knew there was a Riz sound. Put it together. Rishka Barnes.
So as for the audio listeners that can't see what's happening,
Yes.
we are obviously blown away by the presence in the middle.
Yes.
Thank you.
And so because we actually we always ask the audience ask the guest who is so and so, but we thought because your ability to argue and bring your point across has been magnificent.
Who documents these things? Because I feel, sometimes, you know where I walk into a room? Sometimes I walk into a room and then all of a sudden people be like, oh, I've heard about you. From who you heard about us? No? Who told you?
We've seen your things
the streets
on.
are talking.
I've been at your shows.
Talking.
Yeah, you know what they call me on the streets?
Yeah.
Straathond.
Whoa.
I even got like a calling card. This is over your head with your fidget.
This is giving like Umpo Hart energy. Like it's just like you've been giving a name
Who's
in the
Umpo?
Oh, wait,
Kevin Hart is well.
Oh.
Wow. It's giving that Umpo Hart
That is
energy.
low-key op julle merke.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, those Afrikaans words.
Yes.
Touche.
Okay, so
Touche.
have you ever heard of a thing called the parachute debate?
No.
Cool.
Even that person outside the shouted no. they also didn't know. that person outside also went. That person is being interviewed. They don't know. Yeah, that
We are here for you and you are participating in the podcast.
That's one guaranteed listener, bro. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Welcome to the first ever live audience recording. Straight out of the Chappies.
Yeah, the stickies.
Okay, I am going to need Panado after this. Okay, so the parachute debate is there's a plane and it's about to crash. And there's only one parachute left. And so these are basically, it's hypotheticals, a bunch of famous people, and you are...
Are you guys on the same plane with me?
No,
we're not
you
famous
are
enough.
the famous person amongst other famous people, and you need to motivate...
They'll never give
You
it
need
to
to
them.
motivate why you
You
deserve
deserve
the parachute by telling us about yourself.
Already your context is gone. Already. If I'm the only famous person on this plane.
I said there's others, but you need to
Okay,
motivate
who the
why
other
you
famous? I
deserve-
want to know who the other famous people are because that's gonna help for my
Let's
motivation.
say Yasin Barnes is one. Riyad Musa is one.
Oh, easy with
There we go,
Riyadh.
you
You see, the thing is,
feel-
if Riyadh's on the plane, everybody's going out of their way to save that mother.
Oh,
They
no.
are going. I've never seen people move mountains for Riyadh Musa, bro.
This is the wrong
They,
energy.
in fact, Riyadh and I are friends. But you know me, and he's got his younger son's a teenager, Zamir, right? That's my bra.
Okay.
Zambak, Zamir.
It's a just name.
That's
excellent.
That's the name.
That is excellent.
That's my name. That Lighty and I, now we close. Now, when Riyadh was shooting Material 2, then I got to look after his daughter and his son because they were on set, right? And then we just became bras. Then we went to Comic-Con, myself, Yasin, and Riyadh Musa's son, Zamir. We went to Comic-Con,
Okay.
right? And then everybody was dressed up there. So now we don't want, the Lighty's a Lighty. We don't want to make him feel bad because all the other kids are dressed up. So when I went to him, I whispered, he said, cool, thank you, Simi uncle. And I was like, fine. Now we're walking, and then somebody goes, oh, who you dressed as? We go to him, and he says, Riyadh Musa. And then he goes into his dad's jokes, which was hilarious. He does the best impersonation of his dad impersonating people. It's like, he doesn't put like a Donald Trump, we're going to build a wall. We're going to build the best wall. I was like, I loved it. It was the greatest time. But anyway, I'm on this flight, right? So there's Riyadh Musa, Yasin Barnes. Or am I the only... Okay, wait. Must I just motivate?
You must
Yes.
motivate by telling us about yourself
Correct.
and why you deserve a
Why
parachute.
you deserve the parachute.
How many people on this flight?
3. 3.
Three, very small.
This more people. It's just
Okay.
we need to tell us why you deserve a parachute. That's the
Guys, you know Allah says... No, Allah actually doesn't say this. Like
It is written.
they say,
It is written.
they say, verily.
Verily.
It's your time, huh? Now the person,
the wrong
now you must, now clearly it's going to be a lot of the people's times here. We can't choose all the people.
Okay, remix. You didn't get the parachute.
I know, that's what I'm saying. In my head, I know I'm not
What
getting
is
the
gonna
parachute.
say? What are we gonna say in your tombstone? What is gonna be there? What?
He tried to convince us. He tried hard.
Oh,
He tried hard. I know, bro. I know from the moment you gave the scenario of I must motivate for the parent. I knew I'm not getting that. I know. Firstly, I know my luck as a person, so that's why I didn't believe about the plane going down. Like, yep,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I've already prepped for it mentally.
He's
Right?
like Monopoly landing on Clifton.
Yeah. Oh, bro, like I'm the one of the unluckiest people. Like in the world, nothing good happens to me. There's no W moment. You know, people go like, "Yo, I took an L Monday." Monday.
Yeah.
So what's happening is I'm organizing a sympathy parachute.
Yeah.
We deserve a win. We deserve a win. Like, it's a sympathy parachute.
Bro, I know me as a person. I'm never getting that parachute. In fact, when you say motivate, next guy.
So
Riyadh
you
Musa.
so you like you said, you like do Riyadh's son, you like the cool uncle, right?
Yeah.
But you also had a cool uncle when you were younger.
You've done your research.
The coolest uncle.
Coolest of uncles.
Watch your words. Let's go.
No, like it's not
Continue, do it. Finish it. Go, tell the audience.
We will be taking this out in post-edit.
No. Keep it in. Keep it in.
So your uncle's Shabir Sheikh.
Yes.
Right?
The
Shabir Sheikh.
The first Gupta.
Some might
Shabir Sheikh walks in the Gupta.
No shame. I can't make this joke about my uncle. It's fine.
Some might call him the Chuck Norris of South Africa, but
Why?
because he survived everything.
Yeah, we.
I was about Sam. Who's Sam?
The three people watching.
The three people, yeah.
No. Next. Yes,
So-
he is my uncle.
What was that experience like?
Well,
Because your connections,
you don't
obviously-
choose family. You don't choose family. You don't choose family. I mean, it was fine. In 2005 was when his child was, right? And there was a white guy at school who used to bully me. I can't remember his name.
wow.
No, not really. You don't have to be sorry. Me, I could. By that time, I was very chubby. I look like Manny from. You've seen guys. I look like Manny from Modern Family, right? That's how it was. But in matric, I grew taller, and my mouth started moving. I learned how the tongue works. I learned how to do lots of things. I learned how to do what
pause.
people would call.
Pause.
No,
Continue.
not.
I was pausing for load shedding because that felt like a load shedding pause.
That's because you said something sexual. Continue.
Oh, okay, sorry. But everything is innuendo, right? But anyway, so this guy was bullying me, and one day he said something about my uncle, and I just said, "Don't say anything about my uncle. I don't say anything about your mom," right? Which is a standard mom gag, right? But also his mom had died, so I mean, we are going for family here. You know? Now he got upset.
Yeah.
So then he was following me through the corridor while we're trying to get to our first class. And then I didn't see him. And then he pushed me into an empty classroom. And then I could see he was about to hit me because his hands were like this.
Yeah.
And they were moving towards, he even hit the... he's ready.
He cocked his knuckles.
You know?
Cocked the rest.
And then as he was about to take that first swing, I went... it's my time. This is it.
I've lived a good life.
I'll never forget those moments in maths. And then he missed. All because I did. And it went bah, and he hit his hand on the concrete floor.
Oh,
By that time, someone already pulled him over, and they were like, "Simmi, run!" I was like, "From what?" It's like this guy. I was like, he just wants to hit me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the experience. The experiences. But other than that, I mean, like my uncle's a pretty cool guy.
Okay.
Bro, you chill the streets of Durban, you go to Florida Road. My uncle used to, when I used to go on dates with girls and I was younger, pay for the meal and stuff. It made me look really, really cool.
That is my follow-up question.
Yeah.
Are there any financial benefits to...
The answer is yes. The answer is yes, but I'm talking about I was 17.
Did you get a tint?
Did I get a tender? I'm in the sticks. Does it look like I got a tender? If I had a tender, this would be the last way I spend my Sunday. I will tell you straight. You would have been like, "Hey, Simmi, are you available?" How you got this number? Delete it.
we don't have longevity here. We don't have that type of...
I wish I got a tender, bro. I do. I did interview Rizaan Zuma though, and that was a great interview.
Okay.
Because his father is Jacob Zuma, and my uncle is Shabir Sheikh.
Yeah.
And then he was speaking to me, and I said, "You know what? That makes us." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "We're thick as thieves." Me and you.
I can't. I can't.
We are the product.
Yo.
Friends forever, thick as thieves.
For the viewers that are hurt by the people mentioned in this episode, don't
Do this,
take it out on Simmi.
you guys are going to be upset.
Don't take it on.
No, take it. Listen, they phone me, right? Like DZ will phone me.
Oh, T-Said.
Yeah,
oh,
my Uncle Shabs will phone me.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, like, they brought it up. Did you see me go, my uncle, my uncle? I'm not screaming my uncle. They wanted to know. They Googled. They watched a couple of YouTube clips. That's them. That's them. What are you going to do? I'll give you the address. I put them
In the sticks.
In the sticks.
In
They'll
the
come.
sticks.
They'll come. Good question, though. I did appreciate it. It shows that you've done research. Rishka?
I was gonna pivot to okay. So a life in politics isn't where you ended up.
No.
What did you actually end up doing?
Did a BA, LLB, honors in journalism, and I applied for a master's that I got accepted for the UCT. I only found that out because they invited me to orientation week. And then I experienced one day there. Last week, in fact. It was horrible. I was the oldest person in the class. And I was the person that 18-year-old Simmi looked back and saw when they saw another 35-year-old. And when fuck, that old person is at university, I was that person.
What is happening?
I don't know. You asked me to pivot. I just
No. Sorry, I'm asking like the universe. Like, what is going on?
Oh.
So wait, are you studying that now or?
I don't know yet. It's a decision I'll make after this podcast.
Okay.
I got it about till 8 p.m. tonight to decide. So I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you seeing what the protest actually is looking like?
Nah, protest
situation.
is the best part, bro, of any university experience. Like fees must fall, all the stuff. That stuff is cool. I love that stuff. I just want to decide if I'm going to do it or not. I'm very busy.
Okay.
I'm taking L's on Mondays.
Did you not say you BALL?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I've already taken that.
Yeah,
That's how much I love L's.
How much you like
That's how much I like L's. I
You
put them in my
even
degree. Twice. Before the B.
And the bees of beating.
Yeah. Lovely beating.
Unhinged.
Good question. What do you want to question?
The words of information in this episode is so high.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
words of information I appreciate.
Oh, you're saying affirmation.
It did sound like you said the word of information.
Yeah.
The words of information.
I
So,
understand. It's
we
not,
do have quality.
English language is not your first language, so I understand.
Why do you assume English is not his first language?
Can't say his name, and that's Arabic. And that's Arabic. I've never even heard that Arabic name. You know my real name? You guys want to know?
Yes, please.
Samir.
Samir.
You know what Samir means?
No.
The entertainer, the jovial one.
Oh, raw. That's accurate.
I know. What is Rizaan?
No idea. Like that's a separate episode.
It's not Arabic. That's why it's one of those made-up Arabic names. You know, when they just put things.
Whoa. Sorry. You get made up Arabic names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think Shamila's a real.
To the Shamila, please don't unsubscribe. Don't. There's more episodes than this one.
But there's also the variations of Muhammad,
The
right?
variations. You mean the spelling
The
variation?
spelling variation.
Oh,
But
that's
spelling,
tough.
yeah. That was
What's
intense.
happening right
That
now?
was intense.
What's
No,
happening?
but that's
No,
spelled
yeah,
but that's spelled in English. But
Those are still real names, though.
Yes, like it. We don't have a Trinity.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Come on now. We're not Shias here.
That's man.
Tell this guy.
So you're sorry for into the spelling.
Yes.
Oh, do you
That's
mean like it's a
spelled in-
Muhammad and a
No, that's just the Cape Malay people, bro.
a Muhammad? Mohammed. What up, Mo?
But it's the golden teeth.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it.
Like
It's exactly
it's
it.
how we get it.
That's exactly it. I
This is
get you.
unhinged.
But
Yes.
do you get it?
It's just, but
the question
it's
not that.
spelled in English.
Okay.
Spelled in
Okay.
English, so it's
Okay.
spelled phonetically then.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but how does the entertainer
Yes.
from birth
Yes.
go into LLP, taking L's?
I come from a brown family, bro.
Okay.
It was the first thing as soon as you got it. I got into a Model C school, which was a white school. And I remember my father telling me, yo, we're not here to play games. We are here to get good marks. So I got good marks. Then I realized I don't like medicine because blood scares me. I faint when I see blood.
Same. Sorry, same.
Clapping to sink.
No, same. No, same. That's a valid reason. That's a valid reason.
I wasn't.
I'm just gonna clap you with that now.
No, because I wanted to high-five him, but the last time I touched the guest, that made a clip.
You can high five me.
Thanks.
Oh.
It was a very soft high five.
Why am I not letting go? Why am I not letting go?
That's the decision.
The feeling. Why does it look like this is like a dream works? Like, just like.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah.
You didn't. You were not gonna study medicine. You were
Yeah, then I
deciding
couldn't do
because-
accounting because I didn't do accounting.
Why?
I couldn't do engineering because I didn't do science. I did biology only. I come from back in the day when you could choose the different things, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Make up a package.
yeah, and then my father said you should do law. And so I first started off initially just doing standard law, but then somebody said, why don't you do a BA LOB? It takes 1 year longer and you can choose other courses.
Okay.
And I did. And
Sorry,
then,
what is standard law?
like 4 years.
Oh.
The BA LOB is 3 years of a BA and 2 years of LOB. But you have to, in your BA part, you do like your majors are like legal majors, right? So I was doing that and then I had to choose another major other than law. And my father was insistent on me choosing philosophy. And that made me into the moody person I am today. I wish I studied other things like history and English.
Okay.
Well, I wish you also studied English, but history and English is what I wish I studied.
Why particularly history?
It always repeats itself.
That's so.
Always repeats itself. Always
Cyclical,
repeats itself. And also you get to learn like all those cool like tidbits of information. Be like, oh, you know, they did this and the blah, 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 blah.
So all the chappies.
Chappie stuff is cool, I guess. I mean, but every single time I see those Chappies rappers and I see someone post it, I go, oh my gosh, the same fucking joke again. This is where I got my education from. Die. As you can see, I don't like hack.
You are, unfortunately, I'm saying, you are alive too long now. That's why you get annoyed by these trivial things. So some people are discovering it for the first time.
Well, actually, you know, the thing is, like, my annoyance level, because I'm such a skeptic, is actually incredibly high. It is. Like, I don't get annoyed easily.
Oh, you have
because I'm very curious to see how situations go. Right? Because I want to see how far this person will, if like someone's being ridiculous, I want to see how far they'll be ridiculous in, right?
Yeah.
So I don't get like annoyed. I get annoyed maybe at like incredibly mundane things when like if somebody says, hey, meet me at 12 and then I'm there at 12 and they aren't there, then I'm annoyed immediately because you made the plan. There's not much curiosity in it. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing. But yeah. Continue with your lineup.
So if you're annoyed by that, how do you treat the now situation? Because someone can come now, or now,
or just now.
That's fine because I live my life.
Okay.
If I am no longer in that place, I'm gone.
Okay.
Where will you find me? The beach.
Okay.
The beach. Since it's summertime, I've only ever taken meetings at the beach now. If someone's like, yo, we've got at 10 o'clock, great. Clifton 4th, I'm next to the lifeguard. You see me there, I got my umbrella. Yeah, but we can't have a meeting at the beach. You can't have a meeting at the beach. Me, I'm Ken. Yo, I'm doing a 6 p.m. at Saunders. Oh, okay, I'll see you there. Yes. Where in Saunders? Like on the road? No. I'll be in the corner of the pool. You'll see me there. I'm there. I don't do meetings at Saunders. Okay, I do. I'm there. Bring a coffee if you're coming with.
That's actually so deep. Like, why can't you just? Because it's a meeting is a conversation.
Yeah.
Well, also because what I don't like is that a lot of things can happen via email, right? A lot of things can happen via WhatsApp or a phone call and stuff. But people have this thing, and I think it's like innate in human beings that we have to meet each other in person for this thing to actually smooth over the deal that we have. Now, in some instances, yes, if you've got a great idea and you need something from this person, you want to be able to woo them as much as you possibly can. But those meetings are so rare. If you're not going to catch me at a coffee shop, you're going to catch me at the beach. That's it. I don't go to your building. I've got like a proper job, right? I'm head of podcast for a massive media organization. Remote work. I've made sure of it in my contract. I was like, please. It's the easiest thing for me. But yeah, so
I'm also a remote worker, so I completely understand.
From the sticks.
From the sticks. The fiber.
They got fiber here.
They got fiber, boy. They got
Not
fiber.
Kellogg's, just fiber, like internet fiber.
Like internet.
Bismillah, bro. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. MashaAllah, you're doing well with yourself. Once he becomes Muslim, he'll understand all these terms. You have to do it slowly.
Yeah.
Because I was walked in here, I was very scared. It says rock solid, Psalm 18:2. And they pronounce it Psalm, not Psalm.
Yeah. Thanks.
Nice.
I'll help you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It is- So you said you were head of a podcast. The sentence gone. Agency, no. Corporation.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I work for a media house.
Media house, thank you.
Where I'm head of their podcast, and I've got my own podcast company.
Yes, but please tell us more about lesser known somebody.
Lesser Known Somebodies is Africa's 8th best podcast.
Stats. Man, this thing is coming in the
And
draft.
it's also the incorrect stats. It's
Say
actually
nothing.
Africa's 3rd.
Hey!
On the first episode.
And Africa, the continent, no?
Yeah. And on
Africa's like a country.
on the first episode, I called it Africa's 8th best podcast, and then it went up the rankings. And then
sure.
I didn't do a change because you can't just change the slogan. Nike didn't just change do
Yeah.
it. So now it's Africa's 8th best podcast, but it's like it's always a high. It's always there. It's always there. Lesson on Somebody is a great podcast. It's gone through many different iterations, and it's in a new iteration now. Kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't released the episode in a while, but we've got a large backlog, and that's mainly my problem.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
my
you off
fault.
there.
Yeah.
What was the what
Sorry,
drew
I
you?
meant to cut you off.
I feel like I have to say something.
What?
Yeah.
You done?
Continue.
I'm
Yes,
done, I'm
he's
done.
His one
Am I
wasn't-
allowed to be here?
his
Yes,
one
yes,
wasn't as good as
It
mine.
is the
I do it.
Sometimes you can't repeat the gag. There's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Chappies. You see the Chappies.
Yeah.
That's
Fizz.
Chappies.
No, Fizz.
I got all my education from Chappies. That's him.
So, what drew you to the medium of podcasts?
It's expensive to have cameras. I didn't have that. I worked in radio at the time, so I had access to audio. I went to a comedy festival and I saw what a podcast was. It was Stuart Goldsmith interviewed Patton Oswalt. And ironically, in this story, it went full circle. I actually got to interview Stuart Goldsmith about a month before the pandemic hit.
Oh.
So my origin story had completed its loop. And that's how I saw it. And I was already in radio and I couldn't get on air. So I decided that I'll just make a podcast as a demo because my program manager was always like, oh, your demo's not good. Your demo's not tight. Your demo's not this. That guy, man. That guy sucks. I say it everywhere I go. I say that guy, my former boss at 947, like a big bag of man. So I went to go and just start making audio. I used to do my first ever podcast actually wasn't even Lesson on Somebody's.
Okay.
It's called Hansi's Heroes. I used to go to cricket games and
yes.
interview the crowd.
Sure. I was like, Hansi's
Hansi's Heroes. Yeah. That's what I used to do. And that's why I learned.
You're not doing these on flights. Right?
No.
There's only one parachute.
I give it to Hansi.
So then you created this.
I created the network much later. But I mean, like I was actually speaking to somebody the other day, like when it comes to podcasting, I think I know almost every answer. Like legit, like I sit sometimes in like panel discussions or people ask me questions in my emails and I have a legitimate answer. I was speaking to the guy from Iono FM. He's a server host, right? He's the CEO. His name is Francois. Francois and I had an hour and a half discussion on RSS. I think, and then I remember finishing that convo and going, man, I think there's about like 4 other people in the country that can have that type of conversation. It's just like you have to know the stuff for it. And that only comes through experience.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes I get upset when I see like podcasts not being promoted as much as they should be. So for example, like Spotify come and they give $100,000 to like 14 podcasters across Africa. This company makes billions upon billions of dollars. They only have $100,000 to split between 14 people. Come on, man. Like you got to throw a bone. There's a podcast conference happening in Kenya. Happened this past week. I myself applied for it.
Yeah.
You know, they rejected my application. And I started going, yo, man, I was like, I'm not like some guy off the street, Straathond. who just picked up this podcast saying, me, I know things.
You didn't put that in the application, sir.
That I'm Straathond.
Yeah. You didn't make it. You didn't let the people know. So they rejected it?
Yeah. And then there was another one called it's Africa Pods or Africa Podcast Day or something, which was like a Sunday, which is a day of sport. So I'm just like, I don't know. And like you go look at like the views on like YouTube, they're like incredibly small. And you just see like, oh, I'm also not in that conversation. And then I start going, man, look how many people listen to this thing. I don't want to be in that conversation. That conversation sucks. That conversation sucks ass. But yeah, so when it comes to podcasting, I know my stuff.
Yeah.
That I know.
Okay, I'm actually very grateful that you are in here, that we can learn from the feet of our elders.
Because
I will teach you my
So I
I'll teach you everything I know.
Oh wait.
At 1,700 Rand an hour.
T's and C's apply.
Or you can meet me at the beach tomorrow
Yeah.
at 10 a.m. Clifton 4th. Next to on the left hand side.
Next to the lifeguard. Do you, sorry, side note, do you take your own umbrella or are you an older guy?
let me go. I go buy the umbrella over there because I like the gents that do the umbrellas. They do it for 60 Rand. They give it to me at 50 Rand. All because I speak to the guy all the time. That company that you pay the money to, because they take a card now, it's called Ayub's. I've never seen it. I've never seen them sell any other place other than the beach.
Lovely.
Right?
Target
And whoever
audience.
Mr. Ayub is killing it. Mr. Ayub don't know what I'm going to do next year, Feb. When I'm there. I've got my own Ayubs over there. I'm slotting him on the umbrella. 40 Rand. 25 Rand for water. Ayub, are you f***ing mad? What you stealing from? What you not doing umbrella sales throughout the other parts of summer? Dog, I'm going to kill them over there. Ayubs, I'm coming. That's my plan. Quick, between October and end of Feb every year, you're just going to see Simmies on there on the corner.
Sorry.
But I'm there
my follow-up question.
Yes.
For your love of hookahs and shishas.
Whoa.
Do you
yes,
then-
like it.
My mother watches this like a fucking man.
Do you have a setup of sort for the beach?
No, I'm not. Let me first of all, the reason why people can smoke hookah pipe at beaches is because of me. The movement has never thanked me. And I've said this on my own podcast as well. Not enough of you guys have thanked me. Where I've gone through for hookah pipe in public spaces, you guys have never had to deal with being arrested at various different places to prove that you just want to smoke a mint shisha.
Oh my
You guys,
days.
you know what I feel like? I know it's going to sound so shit as soon as I say this. A struggle hero, my dog. That is not recognized by the government for struggling.
Yeah.
Dog, when I see people holding the hookah pipe here and they're walking down the stairs to Clifton, and I know they're going to put it in the sand, I go, me, I was there.
Do you know what it is? You know what it is? You know that meme where it's like the different color palettes?
Yes.
And because you are on that side,
Yeah, they go
this
like-
kind of struggle, you just like pioneer, man.
Brother, I'm like the MacGyver of hookah pipes. Like, I look at someone make a pipe and I go, you know where you're wrong over there. The holes are too big. You can't be using fork. What the is wrong with you?
Why do you not have a channel dedicated?
Bro, I used to be, there's a way, I've got friends, right, who smoke. And they'll come to me if I'm sitting over here, like with the bras and stuff, and they'll be like, can you make the hookah pipe?
Okay.
And I'll be like, I haven't used the skill for years.
And then it rolls up his sleeves.
Bro, I know there's something in my fingers. The way I can look at any hookah pipe.
the wind direction.
Bro, any hookah pipe in this world. Bro, my cousin and myself, my cousin Afzal. My cousin Afzal. Right? My cousin and I, we made our own hookah pipes.
Oh, wow.
We made our own hookah pipes, like out of Perspex and our empty Voss bottle, bro.
It's not an Energize bottle.
Nah, bro, my man, the way I can look, if I'm in this room now, I'm
You
making
can
hookah pipe. Me, I know what to do. I know how it works, the chamber system, everything. I look at a hookah pipe and I tell you what's the problem with that. That's why sometimes when I go out to Long Street and I check someone at Capello going, why does this thing taste burnt? I go, they haven't put enough tobacco in that thing. The charcoal is too big. They put it on too hot. They must wait for there's a little bit of gray over there. Ask for a cold change. You know when you check them come and they do the guys at the hookah pipe places they go like that and the smoke come out. Don't ever do that. It's never going to save the tobacco. It's not CPR for hookah pipe. You don't go all of a sudden it's going to revive life into your mint and cream. No. It's none of these things. Me, I know. Podcast, hookah pipe. Me, I know those two things. Moods. I know those things.
Me, research.
Yeah, you did. I don't know where you got that one. Other than watching my stuff, you do a lot of research. So far.
That was actually I was like, why do I have like other things I want to talk about? We literally need to start. How are we gonna like master smoke?
The tutorial.
Master smoke. Yeah.
Like the episode.
Dude, from a piece of foil, I can make you a pin to poke holes on.
Yeah.
Like
we also have that skill.
Like,
who do you think developed the skill? Who do you think developed the skill? Dog, other guys are like, oh my gosh, just carry a pin with you. Dog, origami. Dog. What are you making? A pin.
Honestly, the possibilities are endless. I'm literally like that whole like you know in the cop shows where it's like you see like a bit of dirt here, you can say that person comes from this county. You maybe look at a sticky for like this was bought in this. This rendition or what.
Bro, I can even look at a box of tobacco and tell you if this is a fake box or a real one. Because you know some guys got the fake tobacco.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So he smokes. Okay, I think that's where that it's a passion for him as well. He's
But
that
I'm not that.
obviously not, but you
I'm not at
are.
This guy,
level.
he's Christian.
Yes.
Firstly,
Sorry, I hesitated. I was like,
firstly, he smoked hookah pipe.
Yeah.
Right?
You
got
got
a
some
Muslim
beard.
beard. Are you sure you don't want to take the shahada right now?
Say it with us.
Yes. We went to the mosque, bro.
How
We did the same thing with Wayne Parnell years ago. Come on. We'll take you there.
Whoa, that's such a good.
He enjoyed the cakes. That kept him
Asha
there.
Baker.
That
That's
kept
my
it there.
bra. Sorry, this is my father. Can we pause this
That's
episode?
literally his dad.
wow.
It's literally his dad.
Da? No, I'm not yet. I'm recording a podcast. I know. Thank you. Okay, love you lots. If you hear people laughing, it's because I'm halfway through the interview.
Sorry, Mas.
No, I love you lots. Don't worry.
I love you too.
I love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. My father.
All-time podcast moment that I did. All-time. All-time podcast
Yeah.
moment.
Please can you send me that? I'd like to post it.
No, that's like that happened.
You know,
in real time.
my dad is the most famous person in my family. He's on a Netflix show.
Okay.
He's played his dream role. An Arab gangster. It's his dream role. You know, my dad killed me when he got this thing because he thought I've been on Netflix. So the show's called Ludic. It's in Afrikaans and stuff. Right?
Okay.
So he's on it for a couple of like seconds. In fact, how it happened that the person phoned me and said, yo, I need someone to help translate this page into Arabic. I said, phone my dad because my dad is a polyglot. He speaks all these different languages, right?
Beautiful.
And Arabic is one of his favorite ones, and he stayed in Egypt for years. So I send him the number, my dad's number to the guy, and the guy phones my dad, and I get back home, and my dad's like, I've got to be on set tomorrow at 5 a.m. Oh, my dad had a proper trailer, and then afterwards he comes back from it, and I was like, how was it? Like, oh man, it was cool and stuff, but I mean, the person I acted opposite, what a loser.
The fame.
What a
fame.
no, but he's
The
like, what a
fame.
grumpy person. And everybody's like, you don't know who this person is? I said, who's the person? He's like, I don't know his name. Watching the thing with my dad, you know who he was referring to? Andre Foslu, the mummy.
Oh wow! But he does have a resting bitch face.
Yeah.
He
My
does
father's like,
actually. He does actually have a.
So my dad was like, yo, you're on Netflix, right, son? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm on Showmax and a couple of others. Like,
He
oh,
needs
you're
to
not on
start it
Netflix.
off to lead the way. It's like father.
No. It went to his head though as well. You know, WhatsApp status updates. It's like sometimes they still don't learn. You know, like all these innuendos. Is like, man is next. The cream always rises to the top.
Nah, that's
Bro,
so
I come
good.
home, the guy's looking out the window like this. He's like, I wonder what I'm gonna wear. For what? He's like the Safters. He's like, you go on with your life, you'll come back, you'll be like, interesting fact. Anthony Hopkins acting to us at the age of 71.
Oh no! Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, he's a hilarious guy. Hilarious guy. I love him.
So I feel like this is ruining the momentum,
Sorry.
but let's run with it. So on your social profile, you are also a marathon runner.
Yes, I am. I did run a marathon. I am a marathon runner.
And you say that proud and you hold that achievement proud.
I do, because I started running in like November of 2021, right?
Okay.
And I literally went from the couch to 5 kilometers to running like a marathon, right?
Let's go.
And now it's like I love running. Like I've been sick for a month or so it's tougher to run these days because you shouldn't run when you're sick. Your heart will maybe explode and you could die. I don't want to die, right?
Yeah.
I love it. Running changed the way I view a lot of things.
Yeah.
It showed me discipline. It showed me what you get from discipline. It showed me that you have enough time to do things. It provided so much clarity for me. And I say this because a lot of people think like, oh no, like, it must be so tough. Running changed my life.
Oh, love.
Running changed my life. Not just the physical running and how I look physically compared. I came back from Dubai like 120 kgs. Currently now I'm like at 102. Okay, but I mean like that's still when I did the marathon I was 97. So I'm going. There's lots of things. Running changed my life physically. Running changed my life mentally. Like I only have a certain amount of clarity, especially when it comes to decisions. I'm a person that makes decisions every single day, and I want it to be for the betterment of me, right? So when I go to anything and I go like, is this going to help me? What can I do? How I speak to people, who's in the room, I read the room way better than before. It's also given me the greatest mental health I've ever had. So I can't say, so yes, I am very proud to be a marathon runner. And I'm even more proud to be a marathon runner because not a lot of people just jump up one day and be like, fuck man, I'm going to run today. You know, I trained for that thing. I'm more proud of finishing a marathon than some stand-up shows that I've done in my life. And it's the exact same feeling as a stand-up show. That validation, it is a drug, the endorphins. And let me tell you, athletes are all of them. Every single one of them. Every single one of the athletes I know, and I say athletes, are people that run better than me, faster than me. There's tons of them. But you see the things why it doesn't get to me because I've done stand-up before. I know egos, right? For them, they're like, yo, I'm going to do this triathlon. There's a guy I know in Joburg, kills me. I'm more of a swimmer. Out of the 3 disciplines of swimming, running, and cycling, swimming is my thing. Okay. Like I'm training now for Robben Island to Straathond. Okay. It's a 7.2 kilometer swim. And then afterwards, I'm going to take a drive to the Eastern Cape to Mandela's grave. And I'm going to be like, I did it, boy.
Why is this funny?
I did it. I did the thing that you couldn't, boy.
I knew it was coming.
I'm teasing, but I'm not going to do that part. But I'm definitely going to do that soon.
This is why you're so dedicated to your regime that you have all your meetings at the beach.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just like the beach. You heard my dad. You heard my dad. They're like, oh, you're at the beach. Yeah. So I'm going to do that, but one of the main reasons, there's a guy in Joburg, he takes his training hard, bro. Yo, there's always serious. And when I say he's like a top tier human being, he's a nice, lovely guy. He's Hafiz Al-Quran. He's like, I don't know, I think he's like an engineer or an accountant. He's a triathlete. So we go to the dam, we're swimming in the dam. And I see him. I'm like, hey man, what's up? He's like, hey, Simmi, you training for anything special? I said, nah, like literally nothing. I'm just doing whatever training work I have. And I go, and you? And he goes, no, it's a secret. So when I go, bro, it can't be. He's like, what do you mean? I said, you run, swim, or cycle. So you are either training for a running race, you are training for a swim competition, or you're training for a cycle competition, or you're training for all 3. So it's not that much of a secret. Are you training for Ironman? And he goes, Gotcha. Athletes are the worst. And athletes' ego is the worst. And that's partly the reason why I want to swim Robben Island to Straathond, is because none of them actually do that swim. So when you're there at the end of the day, after like a short 5 kilometer run, and people are going like, yeah, you know, Ironman was so tough when I did Ironman. Then I'm like, yeah, but did you ever swim what Mandela could not swim? I was there. That's the main reason why I do it. But yes, I am an athlete.
What Mandela could not. So,
don't repeat it. Okay, so I was gonna ask you if you're gonna run the 2 oceans, but it is like during Ramadan. Or are you gonna risk it?
I don't know if I'll be here.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll be back in Joburg then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I would have. I mean, last year during Ramadan, I was training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we like you said they don't run when you're sick, but run when you're fast, maybe.
No, I just think that run is a bit long.
Yes.
It's like it's a very, very, very long run. And I'm not Hashim Amla where I'm playing at Lords and like there's a reason. Yeah. It's like, now I must do a marathon, I'm gonna do it in 5 hours. It's like, yo, Allah will be like, yo, chill. Pray I'll give you more days to run in marathons.
The intention was
Now I must go there when they're handing out medals. Sorry, my intention was to finish this thing. Thank you. Please give me my medal. My intention was to do 4 hours and 30, but Ramadan.
JP, do you have more questions, or do you want to move on to the game?
I'm fine, man.
I want to move on to the game.
Yeah, because
the beach,
This
it's
man
calling me. So hectic.
Please get through the game while he's reading.
Wild. So lol. So So firstly, we know that you studied LLB vibes, and we also know that you like to have fun with words.
Yes.
So
yes, I do like how to make fun of words.
So you should know what all of these words mean. And so
yes, the first word I pulled out was indictment.
And that's the point. So I want you to almost like use the word as if like you just don't know what the word means.
So I must use the word. That's actually very hard for me to do. I'm actually thinking right now. It's
like make fun of the word. Like why is this like some of the words are like, why is that even a thing? Like what?
So I have to act like what I don't know.
So we're also gonna play. We're also gonna play.
Can you show me an example? We can't use this one, I'm assuming.
Yeah, okay. So isn't the word indictment?
It's indictment.
No.
Please read more. Suck at the scale.
So isn't indictment when you're having like it's gonna sound...
It's not pronounced indictment though. It's indictment. Okay. I-N is pronounced how?
And what's the next part?
No,
okay,
how is I-N? Okay. D-I-C-T is pronounced D-I-C-T for me.
Dict.
Yes. M-E-N-T.
Man. This game is off the rails.
It's indictment. Okay. God.
So I thought it was like...
And you wrote this.
It was like eating inside.
I also thought so.
Like
indictment.
I just want to say something before we do this.
But it's an indictment apparently.
Yes, duh. I just want to say something before we continue with this game.
Sir.
You speak exactly like my therapist.
Oh,
like it's the exact same cadence, right? It's exactly. He has the same beard.
What's his name?
Wait for it. He used to be Grant. Now he's Maher.
The seed has been planted. Water the seed.
Exactly.
Water the
And
seed.
like when you speak, if you've noticed.
Do I give you a calming feel?
No, if you notice, whenever you speak, I keep quiet. With you, I'll interrupt. But this guy, I'm just like. Exactly. You speak exactly like him.
This
and
is
I
my
keep going
favorite
like,
episode. This is my favorite episode. This is real time.
Is it nice?
Okay, are you ready?
I am.
Okay.
This is your word.
Is it my word? Okay, so the word is injunction.
Okay, he's right. It is.
How would you say J-U-N-C?
Junk. He's right. It's pronounced injunction over here.
No.
N-T-I-O-N?
Oh no.
Shin.
Shin.
Yeah, that's
Stop it, man. That's not an English class.
A lot of people.
I passed English in. Do you know what's funny? My lowest mark on my report on matric is English.
We could tell. We could tell. I know this because you also wrote this and you put a dot above the N. So you were trying to make irrejunction, which is not a word. You just made it an N. And you realize like, oh, there's no you tried to spell irrigation and you didn't know how to, right? Because you're like, I think there's a U there, but there's no U in irrigation.
So injunction.
Yes.
So, injunction.
I have no
like.
it was funny enough. Like
Thank you.
That's funny enough.
Okay.
That's your
My one. my word is. Oh.
There's another word with in.
Yes. Apparently.
You don't even
I don't know how we shuffle.
Another thing I'll teach you.
Yeah.
I think I'll teach you.
This is
shuffle.
It's like not the. It's the mint leaves of the.
I'm so.
Oh, that's a lovely word.
I have no idea what that word is. What word is it?
Sequester.
Sequester. What does sequester actually mean? Is that
we're
when
not
you're
supposed
drinking
to
a
know.
flavored cool drink? So you
Like it's a CQ stew.
Oh my
Like,
god.
like it's a like
So
I see.
firstly, it's pronounced
a
sequester.
Is it really? No, but
Yes,
okay.
it
I'm
I
gonna
like,
believe you.
like,
I'm
People on a trampoline over there, dog.
Jamie Castle.
Those are the worst live audience members I've ever seen. They want to be here so badly, but you didn't invite them. And there's so much seating over here.
No, but it's like the Super Bowl. Like they're not there. They're not there for.
Yeah.
They're there for the side. The side.
Anyway,
yeah.
This is a person that puts on the bedazzling things on the Klopse jackets, the sequester.
The sequence.
I know that one.
Excellent.
Oh.
You could just run through it. First, say the word.
Like that used to be a teacher of mine, Miss
Well,
Demino.
this is yes,
Like,
Miss Demino.
Miss
yes,
Demino
yeah.
was like
Well, of
life
course.
sciences.
Yeah.
Like,
Miss Demino.
I thought you taught consumer studies.
yeah.
No,
I mean,
no.
face.
This is you guys are wrong. Firstly, it is pronounced misdemeanor,
Okay.
and that's because it is the feminine version of Mr. Demeanor, which is a man that does something wrong. Oh yes, sanction. You know what san is?
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry. I was saying yes.
yes. Continue.
Go.
So,
San. It's like the koi san.
Okay.
They don't have anything there.
I didn't have.
Why did you write it like this? You folded a piece of paper, but you wrote the vast majority of the word on one. No, you folded it. There's nothing there. Ah, I know this one because it did not happen to my uncle. Acquittal.
I'm having fun.
But is
I'm
a
having
quittal
fun.
is a quittal not like the attempt to not quit, or like
Actually, quittal.
like,
That's where it comes from.
like
Actually, you got to stop this. Yo, I quitted him the other day. What do you say? I say, yo,
actually,
you've got to stop.
one more, Simmi, one more for the beach, just for the beach, just for the beach, just for the beach.
No.
But I feel like that's a
Yeah, but
lit
we're all
party.
gonna do that. We're gonna do a smoking reference for litigation.
Yes, I was.
I got my knowledge from the Chappies reference. Yes, a plaintiff. Yes. I recently learned when I was in Cape Town that a tiff is not a nice person.
And that's
this one is a plain one.
That's
It's a normal,
like no masala, straight,
ordinary
just ordinary
plaintiff.
No,
regular
yeah,
tiff.
a
Regular
regular
tiff.
tiff.
Regular tiff. That guy on the street there, he's just a plain tiff. He's not a befocted tiff.
Yeah, soon as
He's not a
spice.
big tiff.
Yeah, he's not a
Soon as
big tiff, but this one
easily-
just
just
plain.
our regular
He's
tiff.
like, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I want to see the other
Simmi,
stuff.
stop. You can stop now. This
Just
is
read.
all-
No, he's gonna read it
Oh
himself.
yes, affidavit. This is actually a term for my friend David, and
he
he was
Effie?
African. He was African David, and I said, you don't have to do that. We can just call you David. now.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have to
You
call
don't have
yourself
to.
African.
That's funny because
Let's
like
see
an
one more.
affidavit is like the most unnecessary thing that you just have to do.
It's not spelled this way, by the way.
Sorry, it looks like two V's, but it's two R's.
Arrangement.
Arrangement.
It's just an arrangement.
Why
bro.
is like that's a Thor movie?
I'm saying arraignment.
Oh, I thought you were saying like an arrangement. That's what with the E. Oh, arrangement.
No, arrangement is what we. The
Arrangement.
loss is the.
Arrangement. Okay, well, I had fun.
Okay.
So
What do we do at the end of this podcast now?
before
Why are you
we,
sweating?
it's time.
You do not have the capacity.
I'm taking the do.
You do not have the capacity.
I'm taking the do.
You call it the do, not would. That's hilarious.
You do not have the capacity for your outside. Whoa!
Don't be nervous. We held hands earlier.
Oh yes, we
You
did.
shouldn't
It's
be-
too late for that.
Don't
Okay.
set the small things.
Okay, JP, please introduce the last game, please.
So
Just
Simmi,
that-
before
oh
you
my
do,
God.
we have this segment on the show called Say Man Now. It's a
Same.
Say Man Now.
Same.
So I know the Afrikaans is a bit
it is
low,
tough for me.
but it's basically a series of hypotheticals
Oh yes.
where you then comment on what you.
I'm
what
already
your
tell
view-
you. I'm already
your
tell
view-
you. The thing my therapist you say to me often is that I suffer with catastrophe.
Oh,
Like everything is it's the end of the world. So yes, continue with your hypothetical. You
So,
die.
So same
You dead.
now.
You dead.
Same now.
You dead. Whatever happens,
We could
you dead.
use one currency. Which one or type would you want it to be?
Always the US dollar. Let me give you guys a little tip in anything in life, right?
Okay.
Only ever, if someone gives you dollar, keep that dollar. Dollar never loses value. I was in Addis Ababa,
Yes.
not to be confused with Abba the Bad.
Is it Ethiopia?
Yes, it is Ethiopia. Yes. And
Post-geography.
my dollar there got double the amount that it would normally get because you do it on the black market, right? When I had euro, I just got the same amount of my euro. Why? They don't give a about euro.
The
So
views
dollar.
expressed on this podcast does not.
Cryptocurrency.
Rizaan.
Hypotheticals.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not a fan of capitalism, unfortunately.
So Bitcoin.
Big fan of it, by the way.
Big fan of capitalism.
Yeah, I'm massive fan.
That's okay. We need.
And I say that with all due
diametrically
respect as
opposed.
someone that was a socialist and a communist for a long time. I like money. You know, one day
That's
someone
okay.
asked me how much money I wanted, and then my answer was everyone's money. And they said, you know, that's impossible, right? And I said, I'll try. Everyone's money. What's in your bank account? I want that.
200 rand.
That's what got my uncle in
It's
trouble.
actually
Yeah,
I think this definitely got my uncle in trouble. I think the same mentality.
I'm
What's your
not the
hypothetical?
target audience for this question, even though the
But-
question was like
Go through it slowly. I'm here to help you.
JP, like please.
So I get okay. So if I had to choose one currency,
Yes.
Oh, you have to give your answer as well.
Yes, sir.
Boring. Fuck, I thought it was about me. Continue though.
I think in terms of life, I would want it to continue to be the US dollar because of the fact that we are in a favorable position to set dollar. In terms of the power, there is talks of potential flipping that with the BRICS countries taking over. But
What does BRICS stand for?
it's the countries. It's
Yeah, what are they?
Brazil, Russia,
India, China,
China,
Saudi
and South
Arabia.
Africa.
I know South Africa, but like, what are we doing there? One of these things is not like the other.
Do you know, at the BRICS summit in South Africa a couple of years ago, I got to meet Vladimir Putin outside the Radisson Blu, and I didn't even know it was him.
Wow. He
Yeah.
didn't give you a yacht.
Is that a yacht party? Is that the thing from Cape Town? I've been dying to attend one, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, no, he was very close to him. I thought it looked like him because I even told my friend because we were staying in the Radisson Blu. I was like, "Oh my god, that guy looks like Vladimir Putin." Turns out
It was.
it was the. It was. He's actually in the back of a selfie I took.
Oh, wow.
He's there, just chilling. Him and his boys. It was so wild because I was like, "Why was Putin just smoking a cigarette outside?"
Yeah.
Like an Indian boy at a wedding. It's just like, yo, me and my brass are going to smoke in a circle. It's like, wow, that's so wild. It's like, he doesn't roll with heavier security.
I can't imagine that if you're like Coppola Skype.
I definitely can. The guy rides a horse naked. He definitely smokes Marlboro. 100%.
But he doesn't possess your powers around making the world's best.
No, he doesn't.
That's
shisha.
very.
So,
No, he
He
doesn't.
smokes
So, I mean,
Marlboro.
yeah.
That's
Next.
a moose plug.
What's your
Marlboro,
hype?
the smoking of. Okay, so I something intangible. Good deeds, the currency. Look at the disappointment in JP's face. You, yikes!
Firstly, not a currency. Secondly, you might as well just go like, oh, romance. It's the friends you make along the way.
Yes, the treasure, the friendship.
Oh, that
is the real
guy's so
treasure.
great. That guy's so great. Oh man, he's so rich. Why? He's just a good buddy.
He's a great guy.
Oh, I would
Richness of
hate
heart.
that. I would hate that. I would
So
absolutely.
I have
hate
a
that.
question. Let's go. My one. So
I
say,
just want to say, I do not value like lots of friends. Ask this guy how long it took for me to get into this podcast. I made sure that I would have nothing to do before I came here. That's how much I value.
You don't
the
have to say it
friendship.
to our face. You could have said this behind our backs. It would have
Yeah.
been more fine.
Yeah.
I made sure that I had nothing to do before I came here.
Like it's actually
It's warm.
Okay, are we ready for my one? Okay,
I don't know
cool.
if I'm ready.
Okay, so say my now, we could uncancel a celebrity. Who would we choose? Dead or alive?
I've got the answer, but I don't know if people are. They'll never go with me on this one. I will end up being cancelled for this one.
Okay.
Can we do a gag with this though? Right?
Okay, no, it's supposed to
Okay.
be fun. It's supposed
Okay. You must bleep out this guy's name,
Okay.
and the audience member
Must slot in.
They must
They must
slot in the name.
Yeah, slot
Okay,
in. Yeah,
I'm
think
gonna
that's
say
great.
it.
I think that's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason why is because
He's-
if you go to clubs these days, you've got two options when his music comes on, right? Well, there's a few options. One option, you leave. But you know how our guys are. Once you leave the club, to get back in the club is
Yeah.
now tough, right?
Yes.
And he only made songs between 2 minutes 30 and 7 minutes if you're listening to at a time.
But now
right?
you must.
But wait.
Now you must bleep the name and the
Yes,
song.
well, I'm not
Everything.
editing. I'm not
How
editing.
did-
I'm not editing.
We
Yes.
said editing.
So then, now you leave the club.
Yeah.
Then, or the second option, you go tell the DJ, hey man, you can't play this thing because of all the people that this guy has hurt, right?
Yeah.
Then the DJ tells you what? You,
Yeah.
right? So now you still got the music in it. Third one is that when I was young, I got memories attached to the music, right? So now do I not have the memory anymore?
Stuff.
And personally, I want to say that the whole point of this thing is that you asked if there was one person. I have no sympathy towards him.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, I think he should rot
Yeah.
in jail forever.
Yeah, you understand
Right?
the spirit
Yeah.
of the question.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
I understand
we
the
feel
spirit,
guilty
yes.
to listen
Yeah.
to his stuff, and I don't want
Yes.
to feel
No,
guilty.
I don't like. I will refuse to listen to
Yes,
this stuff.
yes.
Like I've left people's like places and stuff while they played it because
Yeah.
I just like I understand, but I go like there are memories that I've before that thing came out.
Yeah.
Before the documentary landed.
Yeah.
I mean, I still remember my cousin giving me the album and saying "Yo," and I still remember going, "Wow, this song is great."
So good.
Now what must I do?
So good.
Now I understand. They'd be like, "Oh, but you supporting him still?" No, I'm not supporting him. I'm in a club that is now playing.
Hot and fresh.
If you expected me not to say that next line, is because I've slipped up. I'm sorry. But now what must I do? Because now I'm the guy in the club who's just standing upset.
So I actually think this is. We shouldn't comment now. I feel like this same and like statement is dedicated entirely to you, and we'll bleep out the spots
Thanks.
so that the audience and then you can please comment
Yeah.
who is this person that Simmi is talking about.
Okay.
So
guess
that-
the-
No, they will cancel me. Do not do that.
No, the spirit of this, we don't want them to come back. We're just saying, like, the spirit of it is that, like, we can't now enjoy the content anymore. Because, like, for example, the Flash movie with Ezra Miller, it's great.
I messed myself.
It's water.
With water.
Time. Yeah.
It's on the
It's,
beach.
you're gonna do more
Yeah.
of that. Pause. Is it a Miller Flash problematic, and now we don't feel comfortable watching the Flash movie?
It's a Flash movie.
There's a Flash movie. So my answer is Justin Roiland, the voice of Rick and Morty. So I don't know. He doesn't have to come back, but just like I don't want
You
to
also
feel
enjoy
guilty.
this show.
Yes, I don't want to feel guilty for enjoying this now.
You've got a whack sense of things that you watch, but I'm very happy for you.
I don't want to feel guilty like that. Like yeah.
But they said they're going to change that guy's voice.
Unfortunately, and I'm like
But that shouldn't hurt you. Have you ever watched anime?
yes.
Okay, so I watched Naruto, the first 10 seasons with the English dub. And then they
Hurtful.
didn't. Everybody says that, but I don't care because that's how I like to watch things.
Yeah. It's
Do
not
you
the
usually watch
shows.
Dragon Ball Z
In the
first
last-
with English or
Well, whatever
Oh.
SABC showed.
Yeah,
But
imagine.
then the last couple of seasons, they don't have English dub, so I had to go to the Japanese voices. Now all of a sudden, Naruto sounds like his balls have dropped.
it's like
Is and I was like, what? This guy don't sound anything like the first 10 seasons, and now I can't complete it.
so you're making my point though.
What's your point?
That it's like as in like the voice of Rick and Morty.
Now you can't finish it.
So okay, yeah, because he's gonna be cancelled.
Yeah.
Cool, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm saying for the spirit of the game, I wish that wasn't the case so I can appreciate the voice.
This is a very tough question.
You see?
This would never be a question I would ask everyone on a podcast.
Notes.
Notes.
Do you have a problematic answer?
No.
Because the answer was the right answer, which is the wrong answer, was the one that he gave. That was the... Okay. Take us home. And
So, Simmi.
That's your monologue to finish.
Well, it depends. But no, okay, yes, we want the monologue, but include in said monologue is what would you tell your younger self if you had the opportunity to? And also something.
Oh, you're not getting it. Sorry. Please plug whatever shows and stuff that you have and where people can find you and where we can subscribe to.
I just
all
need
of that.
to tell. I just need to get the date of one thing, right?
Thank you.
And then I will
Thank
tell
you
you.
for saying that.
exactly.
I was like, you are not
I was
getting
like,
that.
I was going to be like younger self,
expired.
and then I was like,
The subscriber
you
you've dialed.
Are you grateful? What?
It's unavailable.
Am I grateful today?
Wrong episode.
Just need
Wrong
to-
episode.
Okay. How old am I in this younger self thing?
As old as you want to be.
Okay.
Just
Let's
just
say
when
it
you
says
when your mind is meant to be molded.
it is pre 2006. Okay. Let's say that.
It's a good
I will
year.
tell my younger self.
Like
I'll
when
say-
T-Pain was just popping.
Facts.
Like it was just coming
Facts.
up.
It's
I'm
pronounced Pain. There's no emphasis on the T. It's Pain. Firstly, I tell my younger self. I need to get the date right. It's very pivotal if the date is right in this. I'll say younger self, the 12th of March, 2006, you need to be available. You do not need to go to theatre club that day. You will miss out on the greatest cricket game South Africa has ever played in, which is 438. That's the amount of runs that you will see one team score. You do not need to sing with those people. They are all bad singers. They needed your help there. But you can just say you are sick. Because the 12th of March, you need to watch that game.
In person.
Younger self. No. Even on television,
Oh,
dog.
you must.
Yeah. Because now I'm singing over there in the f***ing choir for no reason, singing f***ing show tunes. There's no business like show. But yes, there is another business. It's called cricket. Don't miss that game. Don't be the guy that has to watch the highlights of it and then feel this emotion secondary while everybody else felt it at the same time. Don't be that guy. Don't do what I did. Okay, that's what I'll say. Then you want me to say whatever I'm plugging.
Yeah.
Jack Diddley Scott. I've got nothing to plug. I am as uninteresting as they come. If you want to get a hold of me, you can DM me on Instagram.
Did you just do a comedy festival recently?
Yeah.
Like
you're
which
not-
shows can we come
is
see
it
you
no
at?
one?
No.
Are you not planning
No,
a new
I
one?
don't do anyone. No. Done.
Okay.
You can't watch you on any
Okay.
platforms.
Okay.
No, you can't watch me anyway.
Just get him at the beach. If
Yeah,
you
get him
like.
at the beach.
You can
Next to the
email me.
lifeguard.
You can listen to my podcast, Listen on Somebody's.
Yeah.
In fact, all of you guys should just go online and just tweet me or say, bring back your podcast. Bring back. That's the only thing I want actually, is for you guys to say, bring back your podcast.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd like to thank Rizaan
Thank you for saying my name.
and JP
You've come a long way.
Andrews.
Whoa.
Jackson. No, I had a childhood friend. His name was Jean-Pierre Andrews, JP Andrews.
Is
Was he
it
a
not?
good guy?
Is it not?
Was he a good
Dr.
guy?
It was nice.
JP
It was
Was he
Jackson?
nice?
It was a very nice guy.
But not. He didn't have like a therapist voice like me.
No. He
Okay,
was
yeah.
a bit of a naughty shit, to be honest. He was very.
Most of us are. Until
Oh, and if you can clip this.
Yeah.
This is for my Instagram followers. They'll get it.
Okay.
Jaran Ranganathan. Thank you.
And if you enjoyed the show as much as we did, please do like, share, and subscribe, and follow us for any more details. And thank you, Rizaan, for joining us once again. And we out. Peace.